Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to have you guys here. Today we're going to talk all things menopause. My name is Jeniece Page. I am your PhD student and I am thrilled to have you here and be on this journey with you. I want to encourage you to stay into the end so you can get my copy of my top 5 herbs for natural hormone balance. So stay to the end so you can get that. And I will definitely make sure you get it because I'll put the link out. But if you're enjoying this content, loving what you see and hear on this channel, hit the like and the subscribe button and share. Don't keep this a secret. Share. So I am excited to get into this all things menopause conversation with you guys. So let's get into it because this is the month. This is National Menopause Month. And there's so much we can talk about menopause. And when I was putting this content together for you, my ladies and gentlemen, because guys have menopause too, I just had to contain myself because I was like, oh, I want to talk this a long time. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to get in an overview. And because it's so much, and there's so much that is missing too. But we're going to talk about what we do know, what I do know, and what you get to know. So let's get into the conversation. I'm breaking that habit. So guys, so support me. To my powerful ladies, I've always believed that we need to prepare ourselves for perimenopause and menopause in advance. But the better your health is, the easier it would be transition into this phase. And I'll give you my story in just a sec. Transition into this phase, the symptoms will be fewer that you'll be facing, and then you get to enjoy the transition, the journey of the transition much better. Happier. I call it happier hormones. Happier. When I transitioned into this journey, I did not know I was transitioning into perimenopause because I was in such good health. My plant-based lifestyle, veganness, for the ones who don't know, I'm vegan and have been since 1990, who has helped me transition seamless. I had no symptoms. One day, I can remember the day, Thanksgiving 2011. And guys, this may be too much for you, but women, you'll get it. I did not have my normal monthly cycle. I was like clockwork. I did not miss, but I never had it for a length of time. We'll get into that story a long later. But so I didn't have it. December came, nothing. January rolled around, nothing. And I was like, what is going on? What is going on? I'm in my early 40s. And so I go to a doctor. I was in menopause. I wasn't even in perimenopause. I was in menopause. So all the time being in I did not have any signs. He said, girl, you have no estrogen. You are menopausal. That's what exactly his word. You are menopausal. I was like, oh, well, when did I get into perimenopause? And his words were, you are in such good health that you skipped the symptoms. You didn't have any problem, which I didn't. I did not know. So to the point of, if you are in good health, if you are preparing yourself, your health for this, you will have less symptoms that you will face. You can enjoy the transition. After I went to that doctor appointment, I was like, well, it's on. Let's, because I have transitioned to menopause. So prepare yourself now. If you're on my social media, you heard that one myth I gave you. That one myth is you don't have to worry about menopause until you're 50. That is not true. Menopause starts as early as mid-30s. So if you're in your mid-30s, don't think you out of it, because you're not. And that could have been the time I was transitioning into perimenopause, but did not know, because my health I was in such good health. So like I said, I believe we should be preparing our bodies and our mental state for perimenopause, per and menopause. I'm sorry. And I'm going to give you some tips on how you do that, to do it, to prepare, or while you in it. Okay. I'll give you some tips. For so long, menopause has been taboo. It's been silenced. Our parents didn't talk about it. The doctors didn't really talk to us about it. Um, the school teachers, no one wanted to talk about it because it's been so taboo. Society focused on more of the weight loss or the energy burn or the beauty or the emotional stability. I'm sorry, emotional stability, but not the truth. Menopause. They don't focus on menopause. So many people have been misdiagnosed or not even diagnosed. Yes, and so much new stuff coming out right now. So we're going to end that. We're going to end that on this live. And if you want to continue more conversation after this live, my information is in the description if you want to book a call. So we're going to end that. It's about empowering you, being powerful, new beginnings, and the opportunity to renew, rediscover yourself. I'm going to repeat that for my ladies because this is something we don't do often. Look at the opportunity in the transition. The opportunity is for you to be empowered, for you to be powerful, for you to start a new beginning, and the opportunity to rediscover yourself. Yes, because it is a new beginning. It's a new beginning, ladies, into we're going to a new beginning to looking into the inner strength and transition this from one chapter to the other with confidence and fulfillment. That's a word right there. So let's start the journey. Let's start the journey to menopause. So I'm not sure if you know, but if you don't, some of you may know or not. Menopause is when your ovary when your ovary retire, your ovary and your draining your draining glands, your draining glands take over. So you want to look at. I'm gonna give you some things to think about if you to figure out where you at in this stage in this transition. So that's when your over retire and you go into perimenopause, and then you go from perimenopause to menopause, and your autoadrenal glands start to take over. And it's very important. It's an important function. It takes over, and that's what happens. You're over retire. So menopause is when, like I said, our over retire and autoadrenal glands pick up the slack. This means that you're no longer using your ovary, and your adrenal glands. I don't know why I'm having a hard time, but anyway, bear with me. Become the primary producer for your DHEA, testosterone and estrogen producing. That's what that means. Okay. So it is very important for you to know where you are. This is why we're having this conversation. This is why I'm bringing this up, because it is very important for us to know where we stand, especially if you're not prepared for this transition. Okay. If you're not prepared for this transition, it is crucial for your menopause it is crucial for you to know where you're at, because it affects all of your body, all of your body. It affects turning on the lights or the heat or whatever you want to call it. When I say turn on the lights, that's your clarity. Turn on the heat. That's when you're having your temperature, your temperature, your hot flashes come. So you want to know where you are in. So we're going to navigate through this phase, and I'm going to give you some tips and stuff showing you so you can figure out where you are in this phase of your life. Okay. And you can do something about it. You can do something about it by changing your lifestyle. We're going to get into that. One of the things you can do is change your nutrition to menopause. You can start nourishing your body with the best food for managing menopause. like eating your healthy carbs. Focus on carbs that is high, will have a significant amount of fiber that you need, a significant amount of fiber. So you want to look at those carbs. Um, I'm a label reader, so I'm big about looking at all of that because I want to make sure I'm feeding my body properly for the season is in. Okay. So you want to make sure you're looking at the healthy carbs. You're focused on the carbs that is significant amount of fiber. Okay. And low glycemia index is a good practice, is a good practice. So I call those complex carbs. Okay. For example, you want to look at chickpeas. Chickpeas is really good. Flat seeds, kidney beans, sesame seeds, soy. Um, when I'm coaching my clients who are in perimenopause or menopause, we do what we call seed cycling. So you want to look at seeds. Grains are really good. You want to look at your fruit, getting some fruit and vegetables. Only 1 in 10 adults meet the dietary requirement or recommendation for fruits and vegetables. So if you are in that range, you want to definitely make sure you're getting in the fruit and vegetables you need to feed your body properly for where you at in perimenopause or menopause. Okay. Because what we want to do is put the pause in menopause. We want to pause menopause. Okay. So you want to make sure you're getting the fruits and vegetables in. So I'm going to recap that. Nutrition is key. You have to feed your body. You have to nourish your body with food that manage menopause. Healthy carbs. Focus on carbs that has the significant amount of fiber, low glycemia index, and that's a good practice. So make sure you're reading labels. You want to chickpeas, flat seeds, kidney beans, sesame seeds, soy, etc. are good to have. That's just to name a list of them. Fruits and vegetables, like I said, only 1 in 10 adults meet the dietary requirements for fruits and vegetables. So if that is you, you want to up that gain. Okay, food helps balance your hormones, guys. Food helps balance your hormones, like flax seeds, green leaf, soy. Those things is very important also for you to get your minerals and vitamins in, like your vitamin D's and your calcium, because when you are in menopause, bone health is very important. Bone health is very important. When you are in menopause, bone health is very important. So you want to also avoid processed food and sugar or if you taking too much sugar, reduce your sugar. If you just eating all sugar, reduce it. But we want to avoid processed food and sugar, because sugar also bring on inflammation, and that is another key indicator. Did you know that you can be in perimenopause for 4 years and don't even know it? You can be in perimenopause for 4 years before you go into menopause. And then there is a such thing as postmenopause. That means you're out of menopause. And in postmenopause, it is very common for most women to start having chronic disease in postmenopause because they have not treated their body properly during the transition. So you want to make sure that you are doing everything you need to do while you transitioning from perimenopause to menopause, from menopause to postmenopause, because chronic disease occur 10 years after menopause. So it's very important that you know what how to feed your body during these transition. Now remember, it's a phase that you can gracefully go into and be and manage it. So I encourage you guys to want to balance your hormones, and definitely download the free ebook I'm going to be giving you at the end. So it's going to have 5 top herbs for your hormone, help you naturally balance your hormones. Okay. So exercise is another key ingredient for perimenopause and menopause. Okay. Exercise. I know a lot of you, if you follow me, you know I exercise every day. It is a no matter what for me. Um, it's a no matter what for me. Before I started going to the gym, I was a runner. I was a runner. I was always training for a half marathon. I used to run like crazy. And I loved it. It was key to me, but I lost so much muscle mass that I had to cut down running and get to some weights. And I'm so grateful that I did it early, because what it did, it helped me in the transition. So I did not lose bone density at all. So moving your body, um, exercising, release menopause symptoms. Yes, release menopause symptoms. So the benefit of exercising is managing symptoms like weight control, mood, and so you can look at like weight training, yoga, Pilates, those type of things, type of workouts. So it's important to maintain your muscle mass and bone health. Like I said, bone health is very key. So doing exercise help you maintain your muscle mass and your bone health, because I'm not sure if you know, but I'm going to share this anyway. This is not a statistic. This is real. As we get older, when we get 30 and above, we start using what they call metabolic Lord, thank you, metabolic muscles. So what does that mean? You lose 3% up to 6% a year. So if you're controlling it and managing it with weight training or Pilates or yoga, because both of those build muscles, all three of them build muscles, then you are what I call slowing down the meltdown. Okay. So it's very important that you do some workout, whether it's workout videos, or you're going to the gym, or you working with a personal trainer. So what works for you, that's what you want to do, what works for you. Okay. That's very important. So think about where you at in your exercise phase. Are you doing any exercise while you're transitioning into the next phase? Are you doing any exercise? And if you're not, you want to start adding that to your daily routine or your weekly routine. Look at what works for you, see what your schedule allows you to do. And this is just a real good personal training tip right here. Anything more than three times a week is good. That means weight loss. Some depends on your workout. Weight or body fat loss. Nothing less than 3 times. But if you can do um, um, 5 times a week, 30 minutes, that's really good. So look at where you at, and then go from there. And then you will see symptoms changing, managing, and all those things. Okay. So exercise, be and figure out what's best for your body. I do a lot of weight training. That may not be what you want to do. That means you may want to do a day of weight training and a day of Pilates and a day of yoga. That is fine. That if that works for you, because what you may be able to do, may been able to do at age 30, you may not be able to do today at age 40 or age 50. So you get to look at what works for you, and that's okay. So how put in the chat what type of workout do you do? Like if you go to the gym, if you run, you walk, or you lift weights, put in the chat. And also add how many days a week do you work out? I'm curious to see that. Okay. Also, how do you know when to rethink your current workout? This is key. This is important. How do you know when to rethink your current workout? One is if you're experiencing weight gain despite your regular work exercise, that's one way. Two, if you decrease your muscle tone, if your muscle tone is decreasing, that's another way. Okay. If you feel more fatigued for doing post workout and need to more recovery time, that's another way. If your joints are stiff and you're in pain, okay, so you having difficult building muscles and endurance, That's also another way. So I hope you write those down, because I want you to take that and look at your process. What are you doing now? How are you working out? What are you doing? Okay. After having, like I said, I was a runner when I was, before I started to the gym. That was in my early 20s, early 30s. I was a runner, but I was a runner and I had a runner body. What I mean by that is I was skinny and flabby, no muscles. And I didn't like the way I looked. And most people think, I didn't like the way I looked. So when I went to my doctor and I said, "Hey, I'm so flabby." And he he said, "Girl, you have no muscles." I love my doctor. He said, "You have no muscles." And so he linked me up with a trainer. It's the first time ever having a trainer. And I had to build my muscles back because I was so fragilely thin, really. So I'm better today at 57 than I was at 30. Much better today. So something to think about. And if you're looking to get some ideas, go to my playlist on my YouTube channel, my fitness playlist. It's a physical fitness playlist. And look at some of the things that I've been doing in the gym. It's just clips I've gotten. But if you also want a workout plan, book a call with me and we can work that out where you get a workout plan. I can create a workout plan for you. There is a cost to it, but I can create a workout plan for you because this is what I do for a living. I'm a personal trainer as well as a nutritionist. So, workout is very key for you on this menopause journey. Okay. We get to figure out where you at and what works for your workout. Okay. That was number three. The first, number four is mental health and menopause. Oh, mental health and menopause, during menopause, perimenopause, and menopause, and postmenopause as well. People experience things like firsthand mental awareness, like issues, the physical symptoms are hormone shifting of this menopause. In this phase are things like enjoying life. They're no longer enjoying life. Coping with stress is one of them, is the second one. Feeling disconnected to from others, or feeling connected to others, having a good sense of self, not feeling like self, and no purpose, not feeling like they have a purpose, not don't have a strong relationship, hopeless. These are things that people go through, what we call in mental health menopause. These are things that people go through. So it is you can go through this in perimenopause, you can go through this in menopause, and you can go through this post-menopause. So you can experience this in all three phases, or one of all of the phases, if not all. So I encourage you to, if you're struggling with a mood change, or um, you're feeling like there's no purpose, or you're feeling any of the, you're not enjoying life, I encourage you to reach out to a counselor, talk to someone, because support is very key in this phase, in all the phases of this journey. We all get to go through it. If we're 30 and older and we're still living on this side of the dirt and God have not called us home, we will experience these phases. Okay, we will experience these phases. And if you are in this phase of what we call mental health and menopause, and you're experiencing any of these things I just said, you get to be supported. You get to be supported. You get to get the help. You get to be heard. Okay, you get to be heard and seen. So comment below if you're dealing with if you're comfortable in this space to share, if you're dealing with any of the mental health menopause symptoms that I just named off. Okay, so the fifth one is hormone replacement therapy. Now, it's been said that it doesn't work. It's not good. That people are scared to use it. We'll get into the myths in a little bit. People are scared to use it. Hormone replacement therapy can be a natural remedy for you for especially for menopause. It can be natural. It depends on where you go. Okay, like one of the replacement therapies can be. So also look at your pros and cons. So if you pick a place, look at your pros and cons of it. I always look at reviews. I always like to go somewhere where people referred me. I always refer my clients to, if I cannot service them, I have a referral for them. So look at the pros and cons. Natural remedies is herb supplements, which you're going to get that free ebook from at the end. Herb supplements, acupuncture, life change. When I say life change, that means nutrition, that means sleep, that means exercise, those life changes. So it's very important to also consult with your healthcare provider. And let me expand on that for a minute, because there has been so many healthcare providers that have missed the mark when it comes to this particular perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause has missed the mark. So you make sure when you go and talk to your provider, if you're feeling anything like I just discussed, symptoms or even menopause symptoms or perimenopause, which I'll go over some of those symptoms in a minute. We know mood, we know insomnia is one on, we know weight gain, those things. We know that hot flashes, cold flashes, yes, cold flashes does exist in this transition. Cold flashes, we know those things. Skin change, we know those things exist. So when you go talk to your doctor, do not let them brush you off. Let it be heard. And if you have to say, listen, I need you to hear me, um, be heard. And there are several tests that you can take to take for this. There's several tests you can take. So your doctor, you need to be testing you for this. You need to be voicing your opinion. Don't be ashamed, ladies. Don't be ashamed of talking to your doctor about this, the vaginal dryness, talking to your doctor about your libido, low libido, all those things. There's nothing to be ashamed. It's a part of our journey. And like I said, we get to embrace it. So don't be ashamed of it. And believe it or not, I have a male nurse that runs a hormone balance clinic for men. There's more men now that's dealing with hormones imbalance. Yes. So it is real across the board. So, ladies, don't be ashamed. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's something that we get to embrace and talk about. So, when you go to your provider, make sure that you are being heard and that you are giving him everything that you're experiencing, and that they're taking the right test now. So don't let him tell you, oh, you're normal, when there's nothing wrong with you. Ask for testing. Okay. Now, sleep and menopause, like I just said, sleep and menopause is you where you you can't sleep, and you waking up in midnight, sweat, and you can't go back to sleep. Yes, it's a real thing. So that is real. For tips for better sleep, or you want to put in a bedtime routine, you want to manage your stress, and you want to make sure you're taking magnesium, and you want to set the room to be cool. So you want to cool the room before you go to bed. Cool the room temperature before you go to bed. Um, Create some kind of routine, managing, making sure you're stress free, and taking the supplements of magnesium and melatonin. So I have my clients on a there is so my clients that I coach that's in this phase, there's a routine they have. There's a routine they have. There is a cocktail of supplements that they get to take, and it's not a whole lot. They get to take, and they get really great sleep at night, because this is one of the struggles that most women who going through this have. So I encourage you to put a sleep routine together, um, And then put a sleep routine together. So comment and put a comment in there if you are having sleep trouble, if like put insomnia or whatever, your night sweats, restful nights. So put that behind. Put restless night in the comment. Thank you, Lord. Restless night in the comment if that is you having sleep problems. So I want to talk to you guys about a community, supported community for menopause. You want to have a supported community like your doctor, your friend, someone that's in the journey with you. Is very important because then you get to have the same conversations. You get to have some experience with each other. You get to share experience. You get to share knowledge and tips. So a supported community is very important. So you want to connect with others that's going through menopause or perimenopause or in postmenopause. You want to share your personal stories and your experience, and you want to um, join that community. So there's ways you can join a community. You can get on an online community. You can do a meetup community. Some churches have this community, women's group. So those are different types of communities that you can join. I have a private Facebook group. It's not just for menopause, but it's a healthy lifestyle, plant-based face group. But you can join that as well. So you want to definitely be in a community, guys. And menopause and self-care, you want to embrace your self-care, because a lot of time, ladies, we don't do self-care because we let time get in our way. You say time ain't on my side, and time is on your side. Self-care is very important during this transition. Self-care is very important during this transition. So you want to definitely make sure you have some time for self-care. It's very important. As a very important practice, you want to do spa days. One of my favorite is to journal. You want to do a skincare routine. I I I love a good spa day with my girls. I journal every day. Skincare routine once a week. I do on the weekend. I do that, and then I'm learning to, because I hadn't had hair on my head like this in 14 years. So I'm letting my hair grow out. So I'm learning to love washing my hair once a week and making that a part of my self care practice. So prioritize, make time, prioritize, guys. I don't know what's going on. That's the devil. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Make prioritize, make time for yourself without guilt. Thank you, Lord. Make time for yourself without guilt. I'm going to say that again because it's important. Make time for yourself without guilt. So, what is your favorite self care routine? Put that in the comment. What is your favorite self care routine? And if you don't have one because you have not made time for yourself, you get to figure that out. I just gave you some spa days, journal, skincare, hair care. Um, Finding a spot in in a corner or in your house and just having some meditation time. That is a self-care technique, yes. So make time for yourself because you get to be rewarded and celebrated during this journey. And once you take care of yourself during this journey, the transition to the next phase, if you in perimenopause, the transition to menopause will be um, without symptoms or less symptoms or seamless. Yes. And then from menopause to postmenopause, because I can honestly tell you right now, I am in postmenopause. I have not had any symptoms. Praise God. So you guys get to figure out what season are you in right now in your body, in this transition, in this journey, and we get to embrace it. Okay. So we're going to get into some myth. I want you to write these down. I hope you've been taking notes. One of the myth is about this is menopause. We're going to burst these myth. Okay. We're on menopause, and menopause is for women at 50 and over. No, you heard me say that's wrong. That is wrong. It starts as early as mid 30s, and you want to prepare yourself. You want to you want to understand your change. You want to treat it as early as possible, so the transition can be easy and seamless, like I said before. So no, that is not true. It's not for 50 and older. Okay, you want to the second myth is mood swings are a natural part of getting older. No, 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 farther from the truth. Mood swings and anxiety are not a part of getting older. They're not. So you get to learn how to monitor your mood swings through life changes. Yes, and with herbs, you can manage them with herbs, and um, um, I do this tea. So there's a couple of things you can do. And you're going to get the list at the end, but I do this tea, and there's a tea that I recommend to my clients. And there's a tea that I get the leaves and make just for just when I'm getting anxious. Like before this live, I was getting a little anxiety because I was excited and nervous too. So I had my little um, calm down tea. So I do that tea. But there are so many other things you can do to help manage your mood swings and your anxiety. Okay. The third myth is say goodbye to your body because weight gain is unavoidable. That is not true. If you're preparing yourself for perimenopause and menopause and postmenopause, that you don't have to say goodbye to your body. That's your choice to say goodbye to your body, but you don't have to. You do not have to settle for for the roomy jeans. That's what we call them, the roomy jeans, or the muscle loss and the weight gain. No, you don't have to say goodbye to your body. Perimenopause and menopause can be avoided with it's that approach. You take the right lifestyle nutrition approach, testimony. So it's possible to maintain a metabolism healthy, um, of your body with the right nutrients so you can age healthy. I am attest to that. I share my story with you. So no to that myth. Okay. Hormone therapy is dangerous and will give women breast cancer. That is not true. That's false. That's false. That is not true. Hormone therapy can be a strategy and ideal to those naturally produced by the body. So and I gave you some samples of hormone therapy. It can be your acupuncture, your herbs, and or going to a place that does hormone therapy. Um, so yeah, it's not dangerous. Like I said before, look at your pros and cons, and maybe see if somebody can have somebody been been through a doctor or a hormone therapy counselor, and just see. I know the pellets is out there and stuff like that, but do your research. Okay, do your research. So it's not dangerous and it doesn't cause cancer, breast cancer, or anything like that. So you want to make sure it doesn't carry any risk at all. So you want to make sure that you are doing your research. So go into this with an open mind, because with an open mind and with details, because this can be a beautiful transition, beautiful treatment for you, and it can be natural. It can be a natural way to manage and get through each phase um, seamless. Okay. Menopause destroy your sex life and you can't do anything about it. That is far, let me tell you, that is far from the truth at all. Menopause does not destroy your sex life at all. It does not. You Hormone imbalance contribute to a low libido. It does. It can address, but you can address those things with lifestyle change. Like I said, with lifestyle change, with herbs remedies, and you can talk to your doctor. There's a lot of things you can do. A sex life therapy. That I have some sex life therapy. Some physicians that I work with, and there's certain exercise you can do as well to get you through this. And there's certain things you can do naturally, take naturally, to help you through this. And um, definitely your nutrition is key, guys. Definitely your nutrition is key. So don't believe the myth. Don't believe the myth. Now, if you're liking what you hear, like I said, you're enjoying the content I'm bringing to you guys, hit the like and subscribe button so you can be notified when I go live. I try to go live twice a week, once a week for sure, but I'm trying to be intentional going live twice a week, and try intentionally with bringing in guests as well. So thank you for joining me, but I want to encourage you guys to definitely download the ebook that I'm going to put in here, and get the top 5 herbs for hormone balance naturally, to naturally balance your hormone. Okay. And if you're looking to dive deep into this with me, book a call. The information is in the description. My link is there. You can book a call with me as well if you want to dive deep into this. And I do also offer a hormone nutrition program as well. So, but that we can discuss when you book your call. But I want to encourage you guys to be happy. This is a transition that we get to go through, and we should embrace it, because God has blessed us. He's chose us to go through this, and because He knew that we can handle it. But it gets to be a beautiful transition, seamless, and we get to do it healthy. We get to do it healthy, because trust me when I say each phase is going to be beautiful, but you get to embrace it and be in gratitude about it. So I want to encourage you guys to, um, yeah, this is for you. So this is for you, my ladies. And like I said, there's guys going through it more so than anything nowadays. And my friend was giving me the information, he was sharing with me about the guys that's going through um, the program he has, which is a male hormone program. And I can totally see it. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. You guys have been awesome. This is that link is right there. So go and get your um, herb list. And once you get that list and you start using the herbs, I would love for you to send me a testimony back and let me know how well you're enjoying it. And if, like I said, if you're one to dive deep into this with me, book a call. My information is in the description, and we can go take it another step further, take it a step further. So I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to educate you guys on this topic. And like I said, this is just a small amount of the knowledge that I have on this, but I couldn't just um, run the river on it. You know what I mean? Like just flood the gates with all of it, because there's so much, and there's so much information we're steady learning about hormones and perimenopause and menopause and postmenopause, because it's been untapped for so long, overlooked. So, want to encourage you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you guys on my next live. Talk to you soon. Enjoy your day.